So I've got a few pictures. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
This is kind of, so my hair's weird, right? Normally, or it used to be really quite curly. I don't know if you can tell, but like at the roots, it's trying to curl. But this is like, I've just washed it. It's like 2-day hair, and this is like brushed out.
Okay.
So I don't know what's gone on in the last year or so, but it seems to have just been like, no, don't want the curls anymore.
Okay.
So don't know what's going on with that.
It's trying to do something, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's heat
left.
damage. Yeah, this is basically, there was a little bit of mousse in it yesterday, a little bit of oil on the end, but that's it.
Have you stopped like straightening it or anything? Or?
I've done it more because where I want to like have it look presentable, I feel like this isn't doing much. I feel like I need to go one way or the other, so I use heat quite a lot.
Okay.
But what I kind of want is kind of like choppy kind of layers.
Nice.
Face framing, but I want it so if I tie my hair up, it can still hang out of like a ponytail or whatever, but I don't want like a fringe, like super short, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's only like soft.
Yeah, other than
like
that,
minimal.
yeah, I'm really not fussed, and I'm happy to trust your judgment on everything else.
Nice.
I want to keep quite a lot of the length.
So like that sort of amount kind of coming out or a bit more?
Yeah, maybe just sort of chin.
Yeah, but that sort of amount of hair?
Yeah.
Like very
not
soft.
a lot, yeah.
Cool. So that's fine, that's easily done. And so daily styling, what are you kind of feeling you want to get out of it?
Well, at the moment it just sort of gets thrown up because I haven't had it cut in quite a long time, but I kind of want to be able to just say blow dry it once I've washed it and leave it, because I wash my hair maybe 2-3 times a week, depending, so I want to be able to just style it and kind of leave it as it's, maybe run a brush through it, whatever, and just kind of get off and go.
Yeah. So if you can encourage this to like come out a bit more,
that would be great. Yeah.
No, this is from.
And have you had your hair, like if you've let it dry before, has it ever gone like really curly or not so much?
It has done. It's only really in the last sort of year or so that it's kind of dropped. I don't know if it's because I don't get my hair cut often enough, so it's probably quite heavy. Cool. I don't know, but yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, with yours then, so the best thing to do for that is to obviously neaten this up to like sort of that length.
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
cool, tidy up. Do our softer shape there, and then layer-wise, what we need to do is obviously put a bit of a shape into it.
Yeah.
Create a bit of like a softer angle to it, so like through here, for example, pull this up. That's quite heavy, so you almost get like a bit of a 2 haircut sort of feeling.
Yes.
So that needs to lift slightly. So between there and there, you get a little bit more movement.
Perfect.
And then what we need to do is through the ends of your hair kind of gathers on the ends. It doesn't have any texture.
Exactly.
So we need to go through and just soften the weight out of that. Not from the root, but just from here.
I feel like I've just got so much hair as well.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but that will loosen it and just give it a bit more movement. So when you style it, it'll kind of hopefully bring out
whatever
a bit more
is there.
like texture to it, basically, because that's almost just weighing that down. Because you can see it's trying to do just like a bit of. If you leave it, you're going to get a bit more something out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be really nice. And then shape-wise, we don't really want to do. I mean, I'll tidy what you've got there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to overdo it. I think this needs to become slightly sort of disconnected.
Yeah.
And then that becomes a soft shape.
Yeah.
Rather than it being like. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of where it's at the moment. It just kind of does that.
Yeah.
And
so we'll
not
sort of tidy that, soften it so it's a bit loose, but then make it a bit more without being too much of like an obvious fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That sounds amazing.
And do you want to style it in a particular way?
Just kind of like a bouncy-ish kind of blow dry, so nice and easy.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, perfect.
And then
sounds
just give you like a soft, light blow dry.
Yeah.
Bit of lift, bit of light. And I'll show you as well as way to blow dry because your hair's quite strong here.
Yeah.
So to kind of get a bit more of that and more lift to it, so you don't feel too. You get a bit more of that sort of vibe.
Definitely. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Right, we'll get that done.
Lovely. Thanks very
Yeah,
much.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.